So, as you guys can see, we did it. Um, first of all, welcome back to the vlog. Trying to be more consistent as usual. Always say that, but I'm actually trying to be. Here I got a new video. My button quail had chicks again, but this time she actually knows what to do. The last time she hatched out a chick in the nest, and she kinda got freaked out. I had a lot of button quails in there, not a lot, but I had a couple more button quails in there, and she kind of let them get into the nest, and they were kind of picking on the babies, and the baby got hurt, so I had to take all the babies out last time. But this time I decided to take most of the button quails, the adults, out of the enclosure, and just leave the female with her sister, because she wasn't like pushing her sister away. She was pushing everybody else away, but she wasn't pushing her sister away. So I decided to leave her sister in there with her while she hatched out eggs. Now, 2 days ago, she hatched out the first 2 eggs, and I was kind of worried. I was like, she's not gonna hatch out anymore. Yesterday, I expected her to hatch out more, and she didn't. And I thought that she was gonna end up throwing the eggs out or not sitting on them. But right now, literally right now, because she was just walking around with just 2 babies, she went back to sit on the nest, and now there's 4 babies. Or 5. I haven't looked inside the nest. I did look inside the nest, but I only really saw 4. So now she has 4 babies, maybe 5. And I'm calling this a success. I mean, there's still weeks to go. I'm gonna let her raise them until they're adults. Am I even recording? Right, I am. So I'm gonna let her raise them until they are adults. But we have weeks to go. And but I'm still calling this a success because she's actually going out. She's teaching them how to forage. By the way, if you guys see the carton, the little circle thing on my tissue paper, I put that there so the babies have enrichment. Now, I can't have a lot of stuff in this enclosure because I don't want the babies to get stuck on anything. So this enclosure is kind of bare. It's really much just like 3 plant pots, that little driftwood that you guys see right there, a like drift hut or a cork ground that's to the left, and another little piece of cork that's kind of underground, sticking out a little bit. But it's really just that plus the hay and the soil and like a little bit of mulch. It's just pretty much that. I have to keep this as simple as possible. Don't worry, the other button quails are in another enclosure, but I have to keep this as simple as possible because I do not want the babies to get sick. I want to make sure that I can always find the babies. I want to make sure that they can't get stuck on anything. I want to make sure that if for any chance they're in trouble, they can run back to mom real quick. And if this other button quail that I have in the enclosure, if she does act in any sort of way that I don't like, I will remove her and put her with the other button quail. So the other button quail are in their own little thing right now. Also, guys, I am looking for a male diamond dove. So if anybody wants to trade a female for a male and you live in New York City, just hit me up. And I'm willing to trade a female diamond dove for a male because I have 2 females. That's one of my next projects is diamond doves. So be on the lookout for that if you live in New York. So how do I have this set up? Let me just move the camera a little bit. So as you guys can see right there. So why do I have 2 bowls right there? So this first bowl right here, that's where the chicks can drink out of. It has pebbles, and I put water in there, and it's very shallow so they cannot drown or get themselves wet. It's very important, I've said this in other videos, to put your water very shallow so your button quail chicks cannot get wet, because if they get wet they can get sick, and actually if they get really wet it can prevent them from growing, and they can get stunted, and they wouldn't make it. And so yeah, so just always have shallow water. And that other bowl on top of the cork bark, that's where the adults can drink out of if the water runs out at the bottom. It also has pebbles inside, and it has water, yeah, only the adults can reach. Now this is in case the water on the bottom runs out. They have water on the top, and I always refill the chicks' water. So, but the thing is, I'm not always home. I'm not home 24/7. I do have to go outside and do stuff. I do have work. Well, not this week, anyways. You know, Thanksgiving. So, happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there. So, I do have work and I do have things to do. So, I'm not always here to refill the bowl. So, just want to make sure that the mom, if she's always sitting on the nest, she always has a place that she can go and drink. My coturnix quails are selling fast. For some reason, the coturnix quails are what sells the most now. At first, it was very slow. The coturnix quails weren't really selling. I thought it was a dead project. I was kind of getting ready to cancel it after only a couple months of actually hatching out coturnix quail, and they started selling out of nowhere. So now I have waiting list for coturnix quail, which is nice. But I didn't really expect that. I thought, coturnix quail was a project that wasn't gonna do well. But I just really want to document this because I seen other videos on YouTube of button quails having chicks, like hatching them out, but I haven't really seen it documented. So I really want to document it more. Like the videos that I've seen are very low quality, or like a couple minute videos, and you don't really see much. I'm trying to have this a little bit better quality, and sorry if I'm talking too much, but I'm trying to document it more in case anybody search up a hand hatching videos. They know what to do or what I did, and if they want to do the same, they can, or if they want to improve their own way, they can too. Everybody does their own thing, so I think that's very important. So what you see the mother doing here is she's pecking at things. Maybe she's hungry, but I believe what she's doing here is pecking at things so her chicks can actually peck at it and learn how to eat. She did that the other day. I might insert that clip into this video. She was pecking and showing the chicks that she had 2 days ago how to forage. By the way, the food, I sprinkle food all around the enclosure. I think that's good to do. That teaches the chicks how to forage properly. Now I will introduce mealworms and that sort of stuff in a couple weeks. I say I gotta give it like 2 weeks until the chicks are a good size to where I can introduce mealworms for them to forage. They're too small right now, and I don't want anything that they eat to get stuck in their So yeah. So as you can see, she has 4 babies, and everything really looks like it's going to be a success. It looks like she's going to raise the babies, and all of them are going to be good. Well, at least that's what I thought. You guys will have to wait and see until the next video, because things took a bad turn. Alright, so I don't know what happened here, but I think that my bird is racist, because what the hell? And I got this soul.